on the air?
Yeah.
Sorry we're late. Here I am. Today, the former B'Tselem activist Bassem Mayad has said that if the truth were known, Palestinian Arabs annexed and Samaria were annexed, and that they'd be under Palestinian rule. This is surprising. I've always suspected that that is the case. My dealing with some which I admit is limited, have led me to suspect this. The Palestinian Authority is a kleptocracy. It benefits nobody, so-called leadership, and really the entire that their Terry of Judah and Samaria was imposed on the Palestinians. A bunch of diplomats in Oslo, these are the leaders. In 10 years, they do nothing for anybody but themselves. They encourage to go running around with knives until they get shot dead. Not leadership. This is not dignity that Palestinians, that the Western media is always harping on, ever to do with anything, and every decent impulse in my body tells me that that the two-state solution must be fought. To fight it and to prevail, and that is the Palestinian Authority recognition. Area C, the parts of Judah and Samaria that are now designated to Area C, Palestinian Authority, and annex Area A, Israel, and just keep Area B, which is under military occupation but politically part of Area, as it is for the time being. No status, even though I said for the time being. And if those Arabs living in Area A, leftists to elect Knesset members who will for partitioning Israel into Palestine and Israel, a separate entity from the Palestinian Authority, the Palestinian Authority as they like, but I don't think they will. Simply, they don't like being misruled. Anybody else does. Anyway, the big, so why doesn't this ever happen? You have to read Patai's now controversial, but at the time perfectly acceptable The Arab Mind, which makes a very important observation regarding Arab thinking. They are very concerned with honor, but honor is something by the community. If they are esteemed, if an Arab is esteemed by his neighbors and his family, he considers himself worthy of that honor. He does something that's right in his own eyes, but his neighbors and his family spit on him. He will consider that he's done something dishonorable, even though his conscience told him that it was right. This, of course, in Western society as well. but this is the entire definition of what honor is among Arabs, simply because their language, their linguistic norms dictate it. What needs to be done is that you have to find imams, good and fair-minded individuals in the Palestinian community who will make the idea of joining up with Israel acceptable, to say that it is not against Sharia, not a disgrace. The biggest problem, however, is who were murdered by the PA authority. So what do? I'd have to know Arab society a good deal better than I do to come up with a solution. But perhaps Mr. Ayad, since he is a Palestinian Arab, could find some like-minded people. Done at first in a clandestine manner. Of one good columnist, Mr. Zawabi, I think it is, who writes for the Jerusalem Post. There are others, but I'm not the one to tell them how to do it. After all, I'm not a part of that society. I would be clueless to speak to them about it. Be done. It should be, Mr. Rayad. It's not up to me to do it, but up to you. Up to other like-minded Arabs in the Palestinian community. If it's a popular view, you just have to have somebody. But let's go on to Germany. I have learned that Germany is going to, Parliament is going to pass a resolution. 5 million Armenians murdered by the Ottoman Empire in its waning days in 1915. Genocide. Turkey is really PO'd. Good. That they have an agreement with Turkey that Turkey would stem the tide of refugees pouring into Germany, which has already absorbed 1.1 million. Country with a population like Germany that has very poor population growth and already has plenty of Turks, 3.5 million Turks already there. That Turks may travel without passports and without visas all over the EU if Turkey will absorb the refugees that are flooding Europe right now. And well, I guess if they don't want to travel all over Europe, refugees, all because the meaningless, at least in terms of practical purposes, by Germany's legislature, to call a spade, are the victims of genocide by the Turks. There you are. That's my opinion on short notice. And now, weather.
All right. Okay. Jerusalem and So Jerusalem is 32. So tomorrow is in Jerusalem. 32.8 centigrade and 92 Fahrenheit. And now Tel Aviv Tel Aviv is 28.2 centigrade and 83 Fahrenheit. And now Haifa. Haifa 26.5 and 80 Fahrenheit. Night. Next broadcast will be Thursday. Good night. See you next week.